Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to PGA Tour 2K21. This is episode number 2 of my career mode. First time out, not such a good showing. It was plus 17 and a huge chunk of those strokes. At least 8, probably something more like 10 or even 12 of those strokes came down to missed putts. Missed putts that were makeable missed putts. I mean, it easily could have been 12 or more, depending on how harsh you are on the distance, on what you deem makeable. But there was a lot of easy putts that we missed. Now, completing just a single round of our career, though, even though I did not move up and qualify for the tour, we're going to have to play that tournament again, I did manage to gain enough experience to level myself up to level 4 and picked up 775 monies, tokens, while we were at it. So we're gonna jump straight to the high end. We're gonna buy a fancy tailor-made putter. It's not so far off from the type of putter that I longed for many years myself, and got something a little more affordable but of the same style of putter. Now, the putter by itself is not enough. We need to do more than that. Now, in the game previews, I could have sworn that each club had its listing in terms of quality. I'm not seeing that here on this screen at this time. Each club offers you a little something different in terms of distance, how accurate it's going to be, how forgiving it is, and so on. It's not showing me that here, but I still very much want to try, because I couldn't have gotten any worse on the putting than I was, and quite a few of those are close to being spot on and then missed wildly. So what I want to do here, there we go, customize. I have no idea what this is going to do for us, but we are going to upgrade the shaft and then the grips as well. I'll take anything I can get to save us those 10 strokes if it has anything to do with it, which, like I said, in the game previews it certainly did, so we'll give it a shot. Can't afford the grip yet, but this is a good start.
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam in the booth, and on course we've got John McCarthy.
Thanks, Luke. Glad to be here. Looking forward to taking in some golf at eye level down here. Can't wait to see what happens out there today.
Alright, so if you saw episode number 1, you would already be well aware that we've been here. We've been here before. This is now our second attempt. And attempt number 1 to qualify for the lowest tier, the lowest series, you need this one round qualifier. You gotta qualify by getting into the top 50 out of a field of 156. I finished in 144th. I had a plus 17. But to be honest, most of that came down to just 2 holes. Water hazards. Multiple times. I lost 9 strokes on 2 holes. I lost 17 overall. So I only lost 8 strokes on the other 16 holes. It's not good. But it's significantly better than what the overall score was. So 2 key fundamental mistakes. And then, of course, what we already discussed here in the opening minutes of this episode, the putting really let me down. Now, putting was not my only weakness. There was one other significant weakness, and that was right here, on the tee. It hurt, but I could recover from that. To be honest, this plays a lot like I play in real life. Mediocre putting, not so good off the tee, But that area in between, relatively tolerable. I actually have a decent approach game. It seems to be translated to what I'm doing out here. Mostly straight, but you can see just how unforgiving play on pro
like that one,
is.
you could tell.
That wasn't clean.
Ooh, sometimes
That
you
wasn't
need
straight.
a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
It was off the line. But it was only just. That was pretty accurate, truth be told. And yet, we don't just miss the fairway, or don't just squeeze off. We're way offline. And that's the nature of playing on this difficulty setting. Got our work cut out for us to have a decent hole on every hole until I really get the hang of this, and we'll see if the clubs do have an impact as the game told me it does. We'll soon see when we get that putter out for the first time if life is going to be a little bit better this time around. We are in heavy rough, so we're going to try to overshoot this one by quite a bit. And then also, we're going to try just a little bend to get around this tree, but it's not going to come back, I don't think, a whole lot. So got to be careful with that. All right, here we go.
And choosing the 8 iron.
All right,
here.
it does come back on us. And it is lost a lot of momentum, but it's on. It's on. We've learned a lot from that first round.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. Oh, good look at a birdie here.
Here's that big first test. We've pulled out the putter. The new putter. See how this one reacts. This is a tough shot, period. No doubt about it. Can't expect much more than 3-foot circle. Big push over that course of about 5 feet right in the middle of the shot. But even the rest of it is all still right to left a bit. So we're going to need quite a bit of compensation. And let's see if we can't get this thing in the ballpark. I was offline.
Let's come up
but
short.
we're pretty close.
That will
pretty close.
drive you bats.
All right. Very short putt. Just a little bit of give. I've also got that little bit of pull that I keep doing on my putts. So 2 feet. It's a gimme, right?
Okay,
And it's
let's
in.
head to the next.
It's it. We open with a par.
Starting
Already
the round at even par.
better than where we started last time.
That's a swing only a mother could love there,
That
Luke.
was so slow. The timing was off. I went too slow on the backswing, but that shot was perfect.
Well, a man on the ground,
Right down the middle.
John McCarthy would have a better look at this.
Right
How's
down
it
the
lying?
middle. And yet,
Well, heads up here, guys. I
nothing.
don't know which way this one's going to come out of this stuff.
This
Very,
is
very
insane.
deep down in here.
I don't know if this is going to work.
That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. Straight into the trees.
At least it popped
Getting
out
ready to
onto the
play their
course.
third.
Still very slow, but not as bad. I did my slice pull combo that actually
Some
works
good
out
distance
pretty
on
well
that
for
one.
me.
And
A lot
here we
better
are
than when I
with
hit
their
it
fourth.
mostly straight. Alright, this might roll a bit. There is a bit of uphill on this, and with gap wedge, it's not going to roll probably as much. Pulled it just a little bit. It's going to miss the
That one's
green.
heading out to the right. Okay,
Distance
not the
was
best
actually
result,
pretty
but
good
a chance
there.
to get up and down.
And coming up well short.
This would be a great up and down.
Whew, right on the money. Splash. But 80% sand. We're not taking that into account here. We need more club. This is for par. Need a hell of a shot here. I need to be within 3 feet to save just for bogey. Little short. Pulled it just a little bit. Still ran. Didn't expect it to run. That was good. This is
Okay, so
makeable.
that's step one, but now going to hold a mid-range putt.
5 feet. It's going to run left to right. But at only 5 feet, it's not going to run much. Very tempted to use our putter guide here. This is for bogey. This really hurts if we miss this. It's 5 feet. I've got to trust that I'm on it and that this will go in.
Starts off on a good line.
Started slow.
Yep.
Okay.
Well
Straight
hold
on.
for bogey.
Straight on. And much better.
Sitting at one
And
over
you
for
know
the
what?
day.
That didn't
Not
feel
much
clean.
happening.
That
Moving
didn't feel
down
clean.
the leaderboard,
but
never a good
and it wasn't
sign.
clean. But it was more forgiving.
Teeing
And
off
we've only
here
had
at
a
the third hole.
small sample size here. But that would have been a miss on that last round with that other putter. That would have been a miss big time. Better. So much
That one's
better.
headed
Look at
left.
that. And then it still goes left. Line was straight down. And a good hit. Still sliced it a little bit, but there you go. We sat it down right next to the pin.
Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
It's amazing what 18 holes can do for your confidence, even if they're bad. Come out that next time. You feel better about yourself. Feel more confident in what you're doing, and we're really seeing it. Straight on,
Well, that
straight
hole's
in.
behind us. More to play.
Well, looky here. 3
Currently
holes,
at plus
just
one
plus
for the
one.
day.
Already
Always like
2
to
strokes
see
better
your name moving
than
up
where
the
we were last
leaderboard.
time.
Never a bad thing.
No choice but to go with the driver. To make matters worse, there is a little bit of a breeze, 6 miles an hour blowing back towards the water. I'm going to push this over a bit further. I would much rather be in those trees than have the disaster that we had. The 2 things that set me back in that last round that really, really set me back, you know, half those strokes, came from the 2 holes where I took a drink.
I'd be booking in for some lessons if I was swinging it like that.
Oh, hitting that car path really hurt. I think we would have landed this side of the
Time for the
trees.
second shot here at the 4th. Well, this should affect the ball flight.
Caught a branch, but it squeezed through.
Not her best shot, that's for sure.
This is
John,
recoverable.
What's this one looking like?
And so I'm going to switch to a pitch shot and definitely put that extra club into it. Let's see how this works out.
Going with the 8-iron here. Pretty sure that one's headed left.
Distance was okay.
That's not
Distance
what
was
they were
okay.
looking
That would have
for.
been on the green.
Not easy to
Would've been a
find
little
the green
short.
coming out of the rough.
But I aimed way long, so how's this light rough at night? Oh, light rough, 90%. Okay. Yeah, we're okay there. It's not going to be as bad because it's light rough, but this is already for par. Boy, that broke hard left right off the club, and you can see why my
Well, at least
trajectory
you're not
was
putting for
way off.
triple.
Just left side of the cup. Don't need to go beyond it.
Job done. Let's head to the next.
At least was able to
Our
two-putt
leader is enjoying a
and
three-stroke
not lose any
advantage.
additional there. I might be on a +3, but this is better than it was. That was not a good hole,
And now
but that was the
teeing
kind
off
of hole
on this
that would have
par
turned
4
into
hole.
a +4, +5 last time.
Looked like they were swinging a snake, not a golf club. Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Opting for the 6-iron.
think that was enough. That was enough. We're going to land just short. Here we go. There's that break. There's that break. Oh my goodness, that was close.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And with that, you can go and put a par on the card. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands.
All right, 5
Nicely
holes.
played.
Really only one
Moving on up the
mistake so
leaderboard
far.
now after that hole.
Well, one sequence of mistakes anyway.
That hazard was just staring at you the whole time. So hard not to hit it in there.
All right, we're going to be bold and cautious at the same time. We hit it harder. We got it over. It's on the fairway. No tin cup today. Short stroked it, so I came up way short. Yeah, I'm playing a lot slower today than I was too. When I first started, I was playing much too fast. Now I've slowed it
This is
down
one of
too much,
those lengthy
overcompensated.
putts. Good one just to get close.
Thanks. Big break, especially early on. 43 feet away, all ready for bogey. Mostly straight. Didn't break as much as I thought it would, but that's dang close.
Terrific roll. It even had a chance. And this next putt here is for a double bogey.
Haven't missed
And
any
that
close
putt
ones
will drop.
today.
Well done.
And the putts have been pretty solid.
Our current
We
leader
haven't
is
had anything
enjoying
worse than a
two-stroke
two-putt.
lead.
I do believe
Welcome to
that
this
the putter
par
is
5
fixed.
hole.
It's more forgiving now that it was. And I'm putting well. We're not missing by miles. Now it's the driver. That's the weak link.
The dreaded shank. That sounds like a form of currency, doesn't it? It's not.
Come back, come
This one's
back.
heading towards the rough, I think.
Never came back. Just went straight.
John's down on the course, and do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, guys, the lie is, you know, considering the situation,
I know
is
that
pretty
shoulder and
good.
neck
Hopefully
pain.
They can get a
I
hold
know
of
that
this one.
stress. Heavy rough. Need more club. Then again, it's going to roll just a little. It's also aim a little more for the green.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Well, I hope you pack the bucket and spade because you're heading to the sand.
Now playing a little defensively.
Currently at 7 over par.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
All right, so I'm going to aim short. And then hopefully put the right spin on it to go from right to left so that when it lands, it could roll up onto the green. And let's hope I just don't push this thing into the water. I've been pushing left a lot here.
Going with the 5 wood.
Hold it.
It's out to the right for sure.
And no grass.
Well, that was a strange one. Didn't see that happening.
This would be a momentum saver here,
No
getting
water.
this up and down.
It's hit. Hit her good and straight. I thought the top spin would keep it,
Well, this is one
or
of
the
those
backspin would
lengthy
keep it in
putts.
place.
John, how do
Didn't
you
work
see it?
out.
This putt's about 23 feet, guys.
tough putt. I don't think it's going to break a whole lot, to be honest. For one, I have a little right to left starting out, so it's going to push it immediately. And then there's one section that's a little steeper. Good putt, good putt. Break a little more, break a little more. Oh,
That'll
so
hurt the
close.
momentum. And this one will be for bogey. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I gotta say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
Thinking more about speed. I certainly pushed it forward quicker, but I didn't get
Nicely done.
backswing where you want it.
From
Underswung
around
quite a bit.
140 yards here. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Looking pretty good. It's a little too far right. I worry about this one. I don't think this is going to go where I want it to go. But I don't have another club that's going to do it for me here. So risky shot. It'll be okay.
She's got this to save par here.
Oh, I pushed it so bad.
That's frustrating.
That was my worst putt since the first round we played. And by far.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Oh, what a stroke. Well holed.
You know, the funny thing
Unfortunately,
is,
moving down the leaderboard,
this is
that's
how
not
I
the
play
direction to be
golf in
heading.
real life. I play bogey golf. For me, bogey is essentially par.
You've arrived at a par 5.
Par is like a birdie. An actual birdie is such a rare feat. It's like scoring an eagle. Like my skill set in real life, so there you go. Huge beach. That
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading
was
for
so
the
much
fairway in
better.
my eyes.
Power, almost on the money. Slightly fast. Much more forgiving than going a bit slow.
Time for the second
much
shot
too
at the
slow.
11th. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck.
Stay right, stay right. That's good. That's good. That'll play.
Nicely done.
And here we are with the third shot.
And sit, sit, sit. Beautiful.
She played that
Easy
nicely.
putt for a
This
birdie.
putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Oh,
Just didn't
come
drop.
on.
Par putt coming up here.
Why? That broke like crazy from just 5 feet.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on.
Still, finally, that's my first par since the
And there's
5th.
no movement on the
Should have
leaderboard
been a
after that
birdie
hole.
though. Should have been a bird. I'm all the way down in 153rd. It's only
2 great
156
shots
here.
are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
I'm in a world of hurt on this shot. I have nothing that will play properly into the zone.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Big putt for par coming up. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
I improved by 4 shots. That is a significant improvement, even though it still was not good. My putt accuracy, short, went from 80% to 100% in this round. My medium putt accuracy went from 20% to 67. And while I didn't hit any long putts, and we did hit one last time, we got in that we got in that 3-foot circle over and over again, and never once had to go for a 3-putt. It was 2 putts or better every single hole, and that was a massive improvement. Of course, I lost it on the drives. We lost a lot of strokes there this time, probably 4 or 5 more than we did last time. And we still had a few bad holes, and we had a few bad holes last time, so good and bad. But the putting, so much better. I don't know if the club had anything to do with that. I think it did, because I really don't feel like I played significantly different than last time. No triple bogeys, but 3 doubles, and those hurt. 8 bogeys, 6 pars, 1 birdie. I had 7 pars last time and 1 birdie. But overall, we cut things down by 4 shots, so it's good. It's good. That is going to do it for this second episode. Of course, we're going to be back, and we're going to try again. Only 1 level gain. We went from level 4 to level 5, so I only have 300 coins this time around. Hopefully, that is enough to do something with the driver. Otherwise, we're going to have to play 1 more round as is to save up further. I do feel like the putter made a difference. I don't think it was just in my head. Shots that weren't spot on were more forgiving. And that's why we never went over a 2-putt. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.